We're back. I just need to see if this all works. Shaboing boings. Wow, that was sus. What's up? We are back. Welcome to Unk Talks, the podcast where we just talk about old soul type of stuff, but it's young souls. It's your host, T Free, and we are back with another solo episode. Life has been good, man. Things have been so busy, so I ideally want to get at least a podcast up a week, potentially two. I'm also deciding if I want to go live with this and start doing it on Twitch or something. I don't know. I'm still deciding. I kind of like how this flow is. Today we're going to have a little bit of hopefully a shorter episode because I'm recording on my phone again. But I will be talking about my dating icks for the most part. And then I have a few stories and stuff I'll tell you guys. But I want to start off by saying thank you guys that are watching, truly. I know there's at least 2 people watching now. Let's go. Consistently. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you. But I want to start out with a story because before there was Neve and Max, there was T Free. Yes, it's true. I got catfished. Yeah. It was crazy too. So, I can't remember what year it was. It doesn't matter. I don't want to relive it that much. But basically, there was this girl that I don't know how I even got her information or how she got my Snapchat or something like that. But she just started snapping me. And it was this white girl. And at the time, I was really into white girls. I really wanted to try that out. So I seen her blonde, blue eyes. I'm like, oh, hold on, light skinned babies, let's go. Stupid. But anyways, we were just snapping for a cool little minute. She was sending me pictures and stuff like that. Never really any videos like that. She would send me pictures of her body and stuff too, and I'd be like, "Hey, okay, girl." So we were gonna link up, and we were gonna go to the movies. So I had her phone number. I got her number so that we she could call me or whatever when we linked up or whatever. And her voice sounded a little different than what I thought it was gonna sound like, and I was like, "Who cares, bro? She bad." So she called me and we're talking and she's like, "Oh, I see you." She's pulled up. She's like, "Oh, I see you." I'm waving and I'm looking around. I'm because I'm looking for a nice little, you know what I'm saying, blonde hair, blue eyes, baddie, kind of taller, you know what I'm saying, slim, thick type. Boy, the person that was waving at me was definitely not that. She was not slim thick. She was thick. She was definitely thick, dog. Thick with 2 C's on both of those, bro. Wild. Yeah, she didn't look like none of the pictures that she has sent me, bro. None of them. I was hurt, bro. And we were supposed to see this movie that I actually kind of wanted to see, bro. But yeah, she was just really good at the angles, dog. So she was who she was, but it just wasn't it, bro. So yeah. And if you're wondering, so T, how'd you get yourself out of it? I got through it. Yeah, I didn't leave. I did not leave. We was already there, bro. It was over. What do I say? Oh, I have to go now. Yo, no, I could not, because we hyped this up for a cool minute, bro. Had me, oh my gosh. I ain't gonna sit here and act like afterwards she ain't buying me a Jack in the Box milkshake. Hey. And back then things were not how they are now. I did kiss her too. Okay, whatever, okay. But yeah, that was the time I got catfished before there was Neve and Max. It was truly tragic. And I will never fall for that again. That's why I FaceTime girls. We're going to talk about my dating icks. I've got 10 dating icks, so that way if my future wife decides to watch this video, she'll just know. Some of them are serious and some of them are more serious. I'm kidding. I rock with them all. Like, I literally have to put them in here so that way people know, like, this is him. They're in no particular order. They're just in an order that I kind of like can remember them. Let's go. Number one, being overly emotional. If you cannot handle your feelings and you lash out when you're feeling a certain way, I don't want you. You can't be around me. Like, truly. Like, I have my emotions regulated and I can regulate the emotions of a woman that I really rock with. But I'm not just going, every single time a minor inconvenience happens, like, I gotta bring you down from that level. And sometimes I won't be able to. I'm good, shorty. Ick number two, sleeping until noon and doom scrolling for hours. Like, so doom scrolling through the night and then sleeping until noon. Disgusting. I remember I talked to a girl one time and she worked at In-N-Out and she literally told me that she would sleep until noon. I said, ew. That effectively ruined everything that we had because I damn near called her disgusting for that. I was like, ew, that's disgusting. I actually said that to a girl, bro. And she was like, yeah, don't ever say that to me again. And we just stopped talking for real. Damn. Ick number three, not having a growth mindset. This one's big because I feel like a lot of girls get stuck in where they're at right now. Like, you could say they're living in the moment, but they're also like not. It's also kind of living in the past too, because if you're living in the moment, you can see that someone's changing in front of you. So having a growth mindset lets you think that there is possible change and things can actually change. If they don't have a growth mindset, then they're not thinking that way. They're thinking that things will always stay the same and your efforts of changing aren't actually real. I don't need that shit in my life. Get out of here. I'm always changing. Ick number four, no head. If you're not giving head, you're childish. You're childish. Oh my gosh. I'm pissing myself off, bro. Yeah, no head is, girl. Ick number five, being a workaholic. Like, I can understand grinding for your work, but if it feels to me that you're just working aimlessly, but you're not like putting time in for yourself or to make time for like a friendship or a relationship, I'll just let you do that by yourself. Like, you don't need to be around me. I don't need to have people that idolize work, because you don't, unless you really love what you do, then it's different. Then it probably doesn't feel like work. Ick number six, being too emotional, being too masculine in terms of like energy. So like masculine energy is like, paying the bills and just being like not being feelings based. And the reason why I say being masculine is because there's masculine energy and feminine energy. Masculine energy is, it's not necessarily for males just exclusively, but like it's things that like men can do. Like, what do girls say? I can do that by myself. Like building and shit, like doing shit like that is like masculine energy. Like when a girl's like, I could do that by myself, I don't need a man, that's like masculine energy. They want to take on the role of the masculine energy, but not all of it though. Just that part. Like, but it blurs the lines too because they won't let a man provide for them. And it's like, that's what men are here for. What are you doing in a relationship then? Get that bitch away from me. Sorry. Ick number seven, not believing in a higher positive power. If you don't have faith that there's something, God, source, the universe, nature working in your favor, you cannot be around me, because I truly 100% wholeheartedly believe that. And if you're coming around me and you don't believe that, then we're not gonna mesh. because I'm going to go off of optimism instead of pessimism. And I'm not going to be cynical. I'm just going to be like, oh, well, it was probably supposed to happen that way. Because I believe things are working in my favor. If my partner doesn't believe that and they just believe, oh, there's no God, there's no nothing, I'm leaving swiftly. Call me Taylor. Ick number 8 wants me to plan everything, like no initiative. Like I'll be wanting to go on a date and like the girl will be like, pick the time, pick the place, pick the bitch. Like, can you give me like a little bit of something? Like, you meet every time. Like, I also don't want a girl that's like just I want to go here, here. Like, I'm cool with it being like a suggestion. Like, can we do suggestions together? Like, oh, I want to go Top Golf. What are you thinking? Oh, you want to do mini golf? Oh, we'll just do that. Like, I like that idea. Like, shoot me an idea. Don't just be like, my man, he gonna plan it all. Clock it, bitch, get out of here. No, clock that. Ick number 9, bad relationship with her dad. If a girl has a bad relationship with her dad, I'm just gonna assume she don't like men. She's a man hater. She's also not gonna understand like what it's like to be led by a man. So like I like to lead in the relationship, and I also like to get my partner better in certain aspects. Like if I feel like I'm weaker in areas that she's better in, I want her to help me in that, and I want to help her in areas I think I can help her in. If you are someone that's not like, I don't know, if you haven't had a dad that like shows you how you should be treated and how like you're supposed to be led, then those acts of like me leading is gonna feel like control, and it's like, oh no. So bad relationship with your dad, I won't call you back. And then lastly, ick number 10 is being too serious and not having enough fun. Like, this life is already too freaking, it can get very dark. And if you're too serious all the time, you never enjoy things, you never have fun, you're never open to new experiences and stuff. Like, taking it too seriously is like, oh, I have to pay these bills, so like, I can't go do this and that. Like, it's all about paying bills. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, if you're all about just paying bills and not having any fun, not exploring and being curious about the world, like, I can't have you around because I am. Those are my dating icks. I'd like to say that I don't have like a dating preference in terms of like physical looks, but I do. I actually do. I've been on Hinge and I've been like talking to a few shorties. They all have a like striking like characteristics that are very similar. So basically, taller. Like, I like girls that are like around like 5'7" or 5'8" ish. But I still honestly like, I think anything higher than like 5'3" feels tall to me. Like, I'm 6'2", so light skin, light skins, curly hair, colored eyes, or just regular brown eyes. And that's pretty much my type, bro. Like, I gravitate towards those women like crazy. And it's like, oof. Like, the shorties I'm specifically talking to, there's one girl, light skin, tall, brown hair, brown eyes. She cool, man. I'm waiting for her response like crazy. I feel like she not real, bro, because first thing she said was like she loved talking about God and conspiracies. I said, well, I'll be damned, so do I. I said, what is your craziest conspiracy? And she's like, I'm gonna sound crazy. And she continues to say something that I don't think is crazy. She said that there are fallen angels living here on earth, and they are taking place of like the politicians and like athletes and stuff like that. And they put stuff in our food and the K through 12 curriculum and stuff to like destroy us. And I'm like, ooh, because they're stuck here. I said, ooh, I believe that, girl. And we talked for like a little bit, and we have not talked for a week, and I feel like I lost her. The next shorty, light skin, tall, curly hair, green eyes. And she writes music. She plays guitar, plays bass, knows how to play piano. So like full on artist. And we talked for a little bit, and she literally was just like, let me know if you want to link up for like coffee or pool sometime like this upcoming week. And I'm like, girl, you want to play billiards? Girl, I haven't played pool since college. Girl, I will gladly whoop that ass. So hopefully I see her. And then there's this one other girl that we've been talking a little bit more. Probably because she was bored this weekend. I don't know. But she's so attentive. Oh, I love attentive females, bro. Oh. But anyway, she's light skinned, tall, curly hair, but curly hair like fro. So it's like coming down to here. It's like she got highlights of like brown with some highlights of like blonde. Ooh, stop. Ooh, wee. Yeah, she's but like she's like a mental health therapist. So like the combos that we're having, she's asking questions, she's being attentive. Like I'll say something about like today I went to a farmer's market, and I know that she had like a birthday party to go to for her great grandma. So like in the combos, I'm asking her like how'd that go, and then she's asking me how'd the farmer's market go? Did you get any good finds and stuff? And then, bro, I'm geeked because I feel like I haven't had like female interaction in a minute. Like a female actually wanting me. What? I know I'm the shit, but I'm like, bro, you like me? But she told me that she went horseback riding yesterday, and she was just telling me the story about like, the whole thing. And I was like, yeah, I'd love to go horseback riding. And she was like, yeah, it was this and that. Like, yeah, but I didn't know it was even in this place. Yeah, but it's really cool. Yeah, we should go sometime. She said we, like me and her. Bro, I couldn't respond for like 10 minutes because I was like so ready to love bomb her and tell her I was in love with her and I wanted to get married next week. That's the issue with me. If someone expresses interest in me, I go like into love bomb, simp, like lover boy mode. And I'm trying to not do that. That is something that I'm working through. But yeah, man. But it's not like consistent conversations though. I mean, the girl that I just talked about it was more consistent this weekend. Like I said, she was probably just bored. But no, man. And I'm gonna tell y'all a story about this one shorty that I didn't fumble. Like, all right, so boom, I'm gonna give you the whole story. This was back in college. We're going off script, damn it. It was in college, bro. There was this one girl. We're gonna call her LD. She ain't never gonna watch this. She'll fuck with me. We're gonna call her LD. All right. So there was this girl named LD that I was like trying to get on, but like I honestly don't know why I was trying to get with her. Like I don't know why. Anyway, she gave me the hardest time of my life trying to get with her. And it just was not really working, bro. I was trying, she wouldn't, like, I think I tried to kiss her and she ducked me. You ducked me? And she wasn't even like a 10 out of 10, bro. She was like a 7, bro. But I liked her vibe though, if anything. And I think it was just that she was an athlete too. Anyways, she was on the track team. She was just weird though, like very weird in terms of like how she was handling me in the situation. She had a friend. We're gonna call her Carol. Fuck, these names are too close. They ain't never gonna watch this. Anyways, let's call her Caroline. All right. So we got Caroline and LD. So LD was acting weird. Her friend Caroline, me and her was cool. Like we would vibe and stuff. Like it is what it is. Like we were in a friend group. So I think I remember this one like weekend in particular where they had attracted me at like Baylor or whatever. And I was talking to Caroline and she was basically like, oh yeah, just like she was down to pull up to my crib and like we were gonna drink and like have some fun and stuff. Like, but we were already cool. So like it wasn't like a weird thing of like, oh, she gonna come over, we gonna it was not like that. It was just like, oh, the homegirl's gonna pull up. So she pulled up to the crib after the meet. It's like 11 and I had the little Capriccio drinks, you know, the black bottle with like the fruits and stuff all over it. I had a few of those that my aunt had got me, and this was after like our spring game or whatever. So I wasn't really loose yet. Like I didn't start drinking until she got there. So she get there, we start drinking, we start feeling loose or whatever, and one thing leads to another, and next thing you know, we are making out and we are going ham, and it was crazy because it was like that was LD's like best friend, but like LD wasn't messing with me like that. Like I was trying to mess with LD, but she was making it hard, and I kind of like cut LD off, like, bro, like I can't keep messing with you because you're not really like giving me nothing to work with. So we did that. I kind of cut LD, and then Caroline came over like literally days later, and that happens, right? And we were just kind of like, oh, like that was kind of crazy, like, but it was the type of dynamic it was this girl was like, okay, light skin, curly hair, she was tall, she had green eyes. I'm sick to my stomach. I told you it's my type. And she was an athlete, bro. She was a runner, but she was very much like her humor was like dry awkward humor, but like she was funny, bro. Like it was actually so funny. It was like being in an episode of The Office, because it was like humor that you shouldn't find funny, that was just funny because of like her timing and like how she would say it. Like that girl was freaking hilarious, bro. And we would just have these little awkward, weird moments because I'm cool, I'm this, I'm that, but like I'm weird. So like I'm actually like a real weirdo. So like the stuff that she was doing, I was kind of with. Anyways, like we ended up having like this secret like situationship thing behind LD's back because she didn't want to feel weird, like she just swooped in on me, right? Caroline also had an ex-boyfriend that was kind of crazy, and he was like in love with her. She just wasn't trying to be in a relationship, but she was trying to do what we were doing because it was just like, it was convenient. Like you do whatever you need to do, and then if you want to pull up on me, you can pull up on me. But like a lot of times we would just like, she would just come to my room and we would just do homework together and stuff like that. It wasn't even always just, being like that. So we end up doing this whole secret thing for a minute, bro. Nobody freaking knew. Nobody knew except for the people that we told, because we couldn't like just keep it in. And I also want to know, like, am I a bad person for this? Like for smashing the homegirl's homegirl? But anyways, we were doing that for months, and school was ending, and I was gonna transfer from the school I was at to go anywhere else. So everything ended. Me and homegirl was spending so much time together. Like she was at my crib like nightly, bro. I felt like I'm gonna get sad, bro, because I really felt like I had the one, bro. Oh, yo, I still. Sorry, let me finish. I'm sorry. It hurts. It hurts. Okay, I'm here. I'm with you. It's me and you. So basically, I'm leaving the school, right? She stays in Texas. She stayed in like Austin, and I left and I found out I was going to go to a school in Nebraska. So I was going to have to take a flight from California. It wasn't a straight line. So I told her, like, because we were still like talking and communicating a little bit. And I was like, hey, like, I'm going to be in, like, I want to take a trip out there and like see you. Like, keep in mind, like, I didn't say it, but homegirl got a job and she became like kind of busy. So like we weren't even really able to talk as much like that. And like I knew that I was gonna go all the way to the school, right? In Nebraska. So I was like, if I can take a trip to Austin as well, like kind of have like a few days of layover there and then leave and go kick it, like, and then go to the school I'm supposed to be at, like that would be cool. And then I hit her up and she was like, yeah, you could do that. Like you could stay here, like at her house, like at her mom's house. And I was like, cool. So I end up doing that. I fly in, she picks me up, and I was like, hey, good to see you. And like, we just kind of continued our little situationship thing. I met her mom. Her mom was cool and everything. I don't remember what the sleeping situation was. I can't remember if I think I had like a room. I think we both kind of had our own room. I can't remember. I can't remember that part, but anyways, there was a situation. I was in one room at least, and oh man, it was just so cool. Like her mom was a vibe, she was a vibe. She was very like spiritual and like, you know, just like artsy type of girl. Like I fucked with that, bro. I missed that bitch. Like I'm gonna piss myself off because what really like ended it was that I had to go to like Nebraska. She was in Texas still, and she was trying to figure out what she wanted to do. She ended up transferring from the school we were at as well, and I think she went to Missouri. So there was that, but like it was pressed because like, oh my gosh, that girl gave the best top ever. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have talked about this story. I'm still feeling it. Um, I honestly right now I feel like Will Smith in that episode when his dad came home and left, and he was like, "To hell with him. How come they don't want me, man?"
He never even sent me a damn card. To hell with him! How come he don't want me, man?
I feel like that right now, like with girls, bro. How come she don't want me, man? To hell with her. Oh my gosh. I think this episode is pushing longer. Um, I guess last thing that I'll say is make sure you put yourself first in these situations. Don't just conform to a woman, bro. Like girls have the power to try to change a man. They can change us. We will bend for women, but they won't bend for us. So when you're choosing the shorty that you want to be with, make sure you ask a lot of good questions. Like don't just wait to have sex because like it's it feels good. It's always gonna feel good, but if it's with the wrong person, it's only going to tear away at you and break down your foundation. You need a strong foundation. You need to be sexually disciplined in order to get whatever you want to get out of this life, whether that be fulfillment or, you know, like money, anything. Like you need to be disciplined in like your sexual endeavors. Don't just have sex with every girl. Truly. That might be pretty much it for this podcast. Like I said, I didn't want this podcast to be super long. I just wanted to be able to get something up and get something out for you guys because yeah. I do have a vlog coming out. I have so much footage. I got my camera finally, and I'm finally using Adobe Premiere Pro, so I'm excited to start doing that. Ooh, Somebody commented last video and said that Blonde was a dope album from 2016 as well. And I totally freaking forgot that Blonde came out in 2016. So Frank Ocean's Blonde goes into that 2016 list. And I honestly might do a part 2 for that, or like some, I don't know what I'll do yet, but I'll do something for that. I'll potentially get another podcast out this week where I talk about Artist Way and other stuff. But yeah. Anyways, this has been your episode of Unk Talks. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys like and subscribe for more of these podcasts. They will be happening weekly. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great week and elevate yourselves this week. 1% better every day. All right. I love y'all, gang. Peace.